Hi Countryside, it's Joe Smith, your general manager, and I'm here with JD Verona, our golf course superintendent, and we are out here on number 7 because we wanted to tell you a little bit about some further lake excavation that we're doing on this lake bank. You know, we've had the hoe ram out here the last couple days.
That's right.
Breaking up some rock layer, and you can see this there's an excavator out here removing some large rock from the lake bank. And you know, JD, we brought in this piece of machinery specifically for the lake on number 8, between 8 and 11.
Yes, we did.
And we completed that early. So why are we utilizing it here on 7?
Well, we've already paid for the piece of equipment for it. It's a monthly rental. It was on our original budget too, because we did bore testing here and we did bore testing on the new lake for 8 and 11, Joe. So we knew the first 6 foot of digging would be relatively easy, but then the next 6 foot we would need this piece of equipment. So finishing early on the lake between 8 and 11 was good. So we bring it over here to number 7, where we also know that there's that thick rock layer, and what it really, you can see during the season, it looks very shallow, Joe. So we want to create more water holding capacity here. So that's what we're doing this week.
So we're trying to excavate some further depth here on number 8.
That's correct, because it's solid rock once
right.
you get to a certain depth.
Right.
So utilizing the piece of equipment that we already had budgeted.
Gotcha,
Yep.
gotcha. So we're kind of trying to plan ahead, you know, thinking ahead into the seasonal months when we're out of the rainy season and our water levels are lower. We want to make sure we have depth in some of these lower, shallower areas.
That's right, absolutely.
It's a great way to utilize this piece of equipment here.
It is, Joe, and just giving you a course update, you know, we did have a lot of rain. Okay, number 3 and number 4 were actually finished grassing last week with the sprigging on Thursday, and unfortunately from Thursday till yesterday, today is Thursday again, we had 8 3/4 inches of rain. So
wow.
Yeah, and most notably you see on lake banks everywhere that you know, we had some washouts. So that's part of the summertime process, Joe. But other updates is that golf holes are still being prepared. 12, 13, and 14 will be the next holes that will be grassed, and drainage is ongoing on hole number 16 right now. So even though we've had some damage, we're still moving forward and preparing golf holes.
And the washouts are really all part of the project. And when you do a project like this in the summertime,
they really are.
It kind of comes along with being in Florida in the rainy season.
Absolutely. And your Countryside crew, once golf holes are turned over to us, like 3 and 4 after they're grassed, it's our responsibility. So that's your maintenance staff out there preparing those lake banks. Before the hole is finished, Joe, it's Ryan Golf's responsibility. After the hole is grassed, it's Countryside's responsibility. So we have our work cut out for us, but it's not unexpected, as you said, Joe.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Great. Well, there's a lot going on here. If you happen to be up north, I'm sure you're speaking with your neighbors here in Countryside, and they're telling you about all the activity. And I've heard from so many residents who live along number 3 and number 4 how gorgeous the sod looks.
Very excited.
It's really exciting to see it come together.
It really is.
You know, lastly, keep an eye on your emails. A lot of our summertime residents have been asking about opportunities to tour the golf course.
Yes.
And we will be announcing some of those opportunities in the next week or so here. You'll be signing up with the golf shop. These are guided tours. Again, we want to make sure everyone stays off the golf course unless you're with one of us, because there's still a lot of work going on. But we will be offering some opportunities to sign up in the golf shop and come out and tour some of the completed holes.
Absolutely.
There's still a lot of areas that are difficult to get to, as you can see behind me.
Yeah.
You know, holes like this are really tough to get to on a golf cart. So
absolutely.
Keep an eye out for that. As always, we appreciate the comments, questions, and feedback.
Absolutely, we
Keep
do.
it coming, and enjoy this week's update.
Thank you.